before we start this video, I want to give a big shout out to my KOG members of the month, Blue Cat and Run2127. You guys are awesome, just saying. If you want your name here, consider hitting that join button for exclusive channel benefits. How's it going, guys? aRenG Life here, and today you guys saw the deck in action. We are finally covering Galaxy Photon Dragon. This has been like a thing that a lot of people are probably waiting for, and weirdly enough, I kind of just threw this deck together with cards that are like pretty good for the archetype. The pretty much the best cards available for the archetype. But I think a lot of people had that same exact idea because you mainly want to use your like Photon Advancer because it's a farmable card, so you can actually use that. The new box card Photon Vanisher, and like, well, I figured, you know what, Photon Crusher, I can see myself using him just because he's a 2000 attack monster that I can normal summon, because this deck has an issue where like you have a lot of monsters that you just can't normal summon. So it is nice to have these guys. I only have one lizard though, and I saw people running him at like 3, so yeah, I don't got that. But yeah, so we're running this big boy over here, Galaxy Photon Dragon. I'm running him at 2. You don't need him at 2. You can honestly get away with him at 1 with this particular build, because I'm using the Galaxy Photon Skill, which I think is going to be like the new go-to way to use this deck and stuff like that. Kind of like the whole Yuma and Onomatopoeia whatever skill that makes him pretty much search whatever he wants. This is pretty much the same thing but for Kite, which I like these types of skills. I think they're really interesting. They add so much consistency to the decks, and it just makes them a little bit more viable. So this one says return a 1 Galaxy or Photon monster from your hand or to your deck, and add 1 Galaxy or Photon spell or trap from your deck to your hand. It's only once per. You can only use it once per duel, and also you can only use it if you have a deck / extra deck that contains no monsters other than light monsters. So you can't run anything weird, you can't run anything strange. I couldn't run anything in the extra deck that was not light, so I gotta run a lot of weird stuff, like some of these, that some people would be like, why are you running these cards? You probably don't need like Constellar Omega and maybe even Utopia and stuff like that. In this deck, honestly, you don't need anything in this extra deck. The only card you really need is Galaxion over here. Starliege Lord Galaxion, which is a level up reward, so you can potentially get up to 2. I only have 1, and I think even with one, it's still fine. It still works. This guy is pretty much the main guy you're gonna go into, though. He's like your turn 1 play, which is to summon 1, summon 2, overlay into this, detach 2, summon from the deck. Pretty much that's your play. And from then on, you just survive with your Photon Stream of Destruction and controlling the back row and so on and so forth. Now, speaking of back row, I'm running a few back row cards in this deck. These are all the searchable cards. And for a reason, because I either need this card for like the ultimate just get rid of anything for like wild card, this to just say I'm gonna snipe one of your back row before I start my plays, which is not a bad play at all, or Photon Trident for when you really need those attack boosts, which can also like double up as a like back row destruction. The only thing is you can't really rely on the back row destruction for Photon Trident. I mainly use it kind of as a lance to power up my monsters. Maybe you would replace this with a Forbidden Lance as well. I'm not sure, but I do like it because you can search it and it's just a nice quick attack boost. You can also use it defensively as well, so you can set it. They attack into one of your monsters and then you just hit them with one of these and probably take them out. Now I'm also running Floodgate. Now I've been switching around the traps, as you guys might have seen. I've been running stuff like Karma Cut, Raigeki Break, Drowning, and then I ended up finally choosing Floodgate Trap Hole because there's a lot of different things you can try out. I was liking Drowning for a while, but then I was realizing the meta, they just probably popped this. So I want to just kind of use this card because it messes up Xyz, messes up Synchros, messes up anything that they're trying to like extend into. So that's why I think Floodgate is just probably a little bit better in this situation, but it's up to you guys for whatever back row you may want to use. So this deck is all about summoning your boy, Galaxy Photon Dragon. He's pretty large. Once he's battling, he's kind of like, he's amazing. He's unkillable because he's able to banish and get rid of their stuff. If he hits an Xyz, it's really strong. So yeah, you don't have to run multiple Thrashers. Honestly, if you have more Lizard, you can put these instead of whatever you're missing. So if you have more Lizard, you can take out a Vanisher, you can take out a Thrasher. It is up to you. But yeah, that is the deck. Pretty much. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right in and let's see how we do today. Alright, Mokuba is going to be our first opponent. So one thing I was going to actually do today, I was going to stream, but I got home a little bit too late, so I was like, screw it, we're going to make the video. Video's cool and all, just get this out first. This is my announcement, though. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a kind of a dual room stream or something, just to try out all the new cards. So, yeah, if you guys are interested, keep an eye out. Hit that bell and keep an eye out for when I go live tomorrow. Or that is going to be on Tuesday. So, let's see what my opponent has. He's going first, so Blue Eyes. Okay, I've been seeing quite a few Blue Eyes. I don't know, did I save any replays against Blue Eyes? I don't think I did. Why? Because they're usually pretty quick games. I might have saved a game against the Blue Eyes. I don't remember. No, I only got Dark Magician and the Fortune Lady. I don't think I saved that game, but probably because it was a little bit of a quick game. But yeah. Cool. He went immediately for a Blue Eyes. That's fine. I noticed everybody using this Blue Eyes with the... What are they? They just like raise the contrast on this like shininess, and it's a little bit like... It could be prettier. But I don't know, dude. Ooh, that's a really interesting card to pick up right there. So, one thing I can do right now is basically say, activate my skill, get rid of, I don't know, Honestly, I really like having these 3 monsters. I feel like they're really strong. So what I'm ideally trying to do is just go into my extra deck, go for Galaxion, summon the not Blue Eyes, summon my Galaxy Eyes from the deck, and then just banish his stuff, probably pop back row, probably game. I might have lethal, but I don't trust his back row. I feel like if he has a Karma Cut or something, which is very likely, he'll mess me up. So I'm going to have to take a risk and use Galaxy Photon fast and quick. So we're going to have to get rid of something like, I'm going to say Crusher. I'm going to put Crusher back into the deck. And I'm picking up the Cyclone. This is the main reason why I like Cyclone in this deck. You search it, you use it, and you snipe their back row before you start your plays. So if that's a Karma Cut or anything, why would he chain? Why would you chain it? Why would you chain this? Oh, he's trying to get a White Stone so he can possibly survive. That's fine, dude. Go ahead. I just got a waste back row, so now we can go ahead and special summon. We got our Thrasher. We got the Photon Advancer. Dude, I am really liking Photon Advancer in this deck. He's really good. he's perfect for this deck. So now we're gonna go ahead and summon this guy. By the way, if you also have a Star Leech Paladynamo from the selection box, he's also really good in this deck. But I don't got him, dude. I tried my best to get him. Couldn't do it, dude. Could not do it. But we're using his ability, his second ability, summon straight from the deck. It's so good. It is such a good ability. So now we summon our big boy. He's out here. Look at that beautiful animation. I like how it has to zoom in on his eyes to prove that, oh, look, it's a galaxy in there. But, yeah, we summon our big boy. He's out here, proving that he's going to be superior to Blue Eyes. We're just going to go ahead and use this early. I'm just going to say, Mokuba, the game is over. The fact that you don't have back row is pretty much lethal in general. So, battle. Alright, no Kiteroid? No Kiteroid indeed. Alright, looking good. So yeah, I think that's a GG. You know what, just to flex on him. Yeah, get him with that one too, just to boost him. Alright, and that's game right there. See how quick and easy this deck is? And pretty much every time you see this deck, this is exactly what it wants to do. And pretty much the only thing it wants to do. It wants to OTK and it wants to just hit him really hard and fast. Now, when you have to come back from like getting your board wiped, then it becomes extremely difficult to come back. Because this deck is kind of like you go all in, and once you're screwed, you're like, well, I mean, I guess you got me. But let's get that next game. Alright, and the last game is against a Yami Yugi. I actually had a game against Kaiba, but he DC'd before I could even like end my turn. So yeah, I usually cut those out. It was a bit unfortunate, but oh my goodness, what are we doing with 3 advancers? Isn't he once per turn? No, it's normal, and then his special is once per turn. So I'm normal. Actually, I don't know if it works. Okay, yeah, he does. I've never had to advancer into an advancer. That would have been a little bit spooky. So, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad they get the boost. I was about to get a little bit scared. I was like, oh no, I don't know if I can trust these guys by themselves. But we can definitely go Galaxion, so we can still do the main play that the deck wants to do. Galaxion in defense, because we're going first. Summon my big boy, and set my back row card, and that'll probably be it. Honestly, you know what, one thing I would rather do? What's going on, dude? That's not my internet, is it? I really hope it's not my internet danking out right now. Oh, it is apparently. Dude, I don't know why. I have expensive internet. Like, that is the one thing that I went in for the internet. Expensive internet. And it is still kind of scuffed, which is really annoying. I'm going to use Photon Skill so I can get another copy of my of this card. So let's go ahead and pick up another one. So why am I doing this? Because I want to have all the options on his turn. Now, he doesn't know which is which. He has no idea that both of those are the Photon Stream of Destruction. He knows that one of them is a Photon Stream. So he might try to pop my back row. And little does he know, they're both traps. They're both the annoying card. So yeah, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he could potentially do. But I don't know if he's going to have anything. Depending on what he's playing, though. By the way, we're repping no mat, no sleeves. If you ever see anybody in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament with no mat and sleeves, you know they mean business. So, ooh, what are you playing? What? Oh, he's like, oh, I found out the card. I found it. I know exactly which one it is. So wait, what is it? What is your effect? Target one card, look at it. Your opponent cannot activate spell. Okay, so it just looked at it. So now he knows exactly which one it is. Can she negate once per turn? I think, or is she just unaffected? I think she can negate one spell per turn, which is completely fine. But interesting choice. About to end. Okay, yeah, then I have nothing to worry about. I'm not even going to use this, or should I? I could use it. It'll get negated. No, I'm gonna wait. I'll probably just attack into her, and then I'll have nothing to fear. So, here's the strategy. Here's the game plan. I'm gonna go Galaxion right now. I could go, what's a 3500 beater? That's pretty much what your big monster's gonna have. So I can attack with the Galaxion, attack into her. We will see what we can do, I guess. I'm gonna try to get rid of her first, so we don't have to worry too much. I'll set this now, actually. I could use this on the big monster if I just crash him and get rid of him, but, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna take it slow. I'm going to take it really, really slow right now. Set that. Battle. attack with Galaxy. No need to banish, do anything. Okay, okay. I can still tag out, though. I can still tag out, though! Get out of here! Alright, so fortunately, now you're just open. So, cool. So, we're both banished. Alright, so now I can attack directly. There goes some of your life points. Now, you've basically lost your back row. I got nothing to really worry about. I have 3 spells. You can negate one of them. So, Destiny Draw. Ooh, okay. Should be interesting. If he hits me with that Lava Golem, I swear. Oh, I'm going to be so annoyed if he Lava Golems me. But you never know, dude. Nah, who plays Lava Golem in a deck with Silent Magician? Battling! Alright, there it is. That's what I wanted to see. Why? You know what? I'll let him do it. 100%. Do it, man. Go for it. I'm not even going to banish you. Even though I can banish you. But I would rather you take the damage, summon your big waifu from the deck, attack her into me, I'll use Photon Trident, boost my attack, and yeah, she's got nothing, dude. Alright, so there you guys have it. This is pretty much a deck playing a defensive. Even with all my spells, I'm just like, alright, I didn't need them. They were all bluffs. It was literally him just knowing the fact that I had that one card in the back row. That's all I really needed. All I really needed to just bluff the Photon Stream, because he had Silent Magician who can negate at any time. But whatever, that's pretty much the deck. Let me know what you guys think of it. I honestly, like, when I've been dueling people and they all have like the same exact deck as me, so I'm just like, I guess there's not really any other way to run this, is there? Maybe, do you guys have any ideas for any other versions of this deck? Probably with a different skill, so I can use other attributes, other types of cards. I think that would be pretty interesting, because obviously this is pretty much the only deck you can run with this skill, because you got to run light monsters only, and so on and so forth. But I don't know. Maybe there could be a really cool mix later on. I'm not sure. But whatever, that's pretty much that. And if you guys enjoyed, go and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dueling shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you.